Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. In this video I will share the My Monthly Hero and the My Monthly Superhero kit of March. And yeah, I will go through the content as usual, and then in the end I will have projects created with this kit. So stay tuned, I will just clear my desk. So in the My Monthly Hero kit of this month, we have this super cute stamp set. This is called You Are Legendary Stamp and Cut, and we have the coordinating dies as well in this kit. So you can see we have a ton of sentiments and also some images that you can create with, and you can use these on top of the die set as well, and you can also use them alone. So it's your birthday, milk it for all it's worth. Kind of cute, right? So lucky to have a friend like you. Enjoy your special day. It's time to celebrate. Hope you get good and spoiled on your birthday. Our friendship's shape is legendary, and then you have the icons You Are, Love Ya, Hooray and J, and then you have this little circle that you can use on top of the milk carton, I think. And then you have the little cow and the stripes and some signs as well that you can use around your project. So that is all really cute. And as I said, you have the coordinating dies, and they will also cut out these stripes, which I think is so nice. And the sentiments are, the dies are really, sorry about the sound, going to be fitting around the sentiment, which I love. And that they come separate already is also something I really like. By the way, yours will come nicely packaged. I just have samples because I am doing some design work for them, for Hero Arts. So yeah. Next up in this kit we have the milk carton, and I'm excited about this because I think this is really cute. You can see you have a ton of pieces to decorate it with. You also have, I believe this is like a strawberry or a cookie or something like that. Is that a clover and the cap for the bottle? And you also have a sentiment, you maybe? Like you do you? I don't know. I have to cut that out before I can tell you exactly what it says. But that is really sweet. And then the last thing in the My Monthly Hero kit of this month is this stencil. And this one is called Milk Carton Die Set. No. This is called Holy Cow Stencil. So sweet. I can see myself doing a tone-on-tone rainbow of this one. So nice. There is also paper. There is 10 sheets of cardstock, and they are 5.5 by 8.5. I don't have them. I'm so sad I don't have them every month. But I have other cardstock from Spellbinders in my stash, so I might use that. But you will definitely get those 10 sheets of cardstock in your pack. So as I said, I have samples. So moving on to the next kit. So if you get My Monthly Superhero, you will, addition to the products I already talked about, also get these ones. So you get another stamp set. This is called Spilled Milk Stamp and Cut, and you have some beautiful icons here as well. I just love that little cow. I think it's so cute. Hi friend, a little sign. No use crying over spilled milk. Open 100%. You got this. You're the milk to my cookie. We make a great combo. Don't sweat the small stuff. Really cute. I love these also. So cute. And you can see you have coordinating dies for all of these as well. Can't wait to cut all of these out and play around with them and see what I can create with this kit. We also have another die set, milk and cookies die set. So you have the two glasses and the cookies that you can build together. This sort of looks like chocolate chip cookies to me, and maybe a double cream cookie and a striped straw, I think. I'm not sure. But I have to cut these to make sure that I know exactly, so I can tell you guys how to assemble it perfectly. So I will definitely do that in this video. And the last thing that this month has to offer is this stencil. This is a layer stencil. Hang on, I'm sorry about the sound. But this one I actually wanted to take out so we can look at the images. So you can see on each of these you will get 2. So it's quite a lot of detail to all of these. So yeah, that is so nice. So you can get a couple of variations of this. So you can have it like closed or with the opening. And it probably will coordinate with this stamp die set. But I have to play with that one as well to make sure that I actually know what I'm doing. But this is a really fun one. I would bring out maybe some flowers from my stash when I'm decorating, but we'll see if I do that or if I'm just using the kit. I love just using the kit, you guys, because I think that really is the point of it, to use it and to create with it. So we'll see if I bring something out from my stash. Otherwise, you will see this content now. So thank you for sticking with me this far into the video. Let's get into creating some projects. First off, I brought out my Distress Oxides. I haven't used them in a while, so I was happy to bring them out. I probably should have done this with like a watercolory technique more than just pouncing or using my finger dabbers here for getting the ink on. I'm using a really smooth cardstock for this technique. I think you could use like photo paper or just the smoothest paper that you can find in your stash would work for this, I think. Then I brought out one of the stencils from this month's club and I went over it again with the same technique here. I'm just pouncing the ink down. You can see I'm using a variety of colors. I was careful a little bit about which color I put next to each other, and I think it turned out okay. And you can also see here I went in quite a lot heavier than I did on my first round. And you can see how it looks. Then I brought out my inks again and a paintbrush, and I will splatter some ink on top of my panel. So that is what I'm gonna do now. I will just bring out some more intensity because you need to load your brush with a good amount of water for making this technique work. And then I will do this. I could also like spritz this with water. I think would work nice as well, just to give it some more, how to say it, some more depth to it. After doing that and letting it dry, I splattered it with all of the colors. I went in one more time and I could see where my stencil were placed the last time, so I just put it back. And now I'm going to go in a lot heavier this time as well. You can see I'm really pouncing over those splatters and everything, so they sort of disappear, but we will bring them back here in a second. So you can see here how I'm doing it. I'm just taking those finger dabbers and really pressing the ink into place. So I will keep going until I have covered all of the places again. And when I'm done with this, I am going to move on. So you can see here in a second, I will lift my stencil and now you can see that pattern a little bit more brightly. I would have spritzed this with water if I would have thought of it. I think it would have made more sense. Because now I am trying to take Distress Glaze on top of this, and it will actually seal it, so it will be waterproof and you can layer on top of this if you like. But you can also see all of those splatters come true and come to life, so I think that is really cool. I will create a second panel. This one is just on regular cardstock. I will have that for our next project. So I just created it when I had all of my supplies out. And as I said, this time I will just go in and create a background without the layering features that I had on my first project. So you can see here I'm just going in and using a lot of different colors, making sure that I have a good overlap, but no colors that will create sort of this muddy brown color that are connecting with each other. So doing this, and hopefully it will work out. Then I moved on to create some elements for my first project. So in one of these die sets there were this super cute little strawberry, so I cut that a bunch of times. And I also created these chocolate cookies. So there is the lower part, it sort of looks like, in Sweden you probably have it in the US, maybe it's a US product, I don't know, Oreos, sort of a brand, right? But you can imagine any chocolate cookies. I brought out a stamp from that stamp set that I will have on top, and I also created some stripes on my milk tray or can, and a sentiment. And then we can start layering everything together. So you can see I have my glass and some straws, some strawberries, the cookies, the milk container, and then the background that we created. So all of these will sort of be layered together, and we can have our first project finished. And I think this is just so cute. I love how it turned out. I cut my panels slightly down to be leaving a white border around. I think that makes it look a little bit more clean. And then we can go ahead and press down with some foam to the back of this. So we will have our strawberries and cookies scattered around our image or our card. I used some foam tape to some of the strawberries and just brought them a little bit higher up against the glass itself, so that it more looked like they are sort of piling up. I really like it. I think it turned out so sweet. And I also brought out an older flower set from a past kit from this fall. I think it was the one, I don't know what the kit was called, and I don't remember which month it was, but it was the one with all of the books. So if you have this one, there was this cute little flower set, but you can definitely use any flowers that you have in your stash. I just remember this and thought it would be the perfect little flower. I was looking for something that could pass for a flower, a strawberry flower. So that was the idea behind it. So our first project is finished, and now I will move on to create the center focal point for our next one, and this is the milk cans. I hope you can say milk cans. The milk packages, maybe. And I just used a really light shade of cream color for the base itself. So the most part of this will actually end up being covered. The next layer, sorry about my camera not picking up, is this one, and I turned it into a pink and this cream colored milk can. And then we can have the next color on top of that. I'm using a grip mat, but you can also just use your regular mat and have it taped down if you like. I just like this because everything sort of stays in place if you are careful. And sorry, it went a little bit fast there, but you could see that they are done, and I actually cut them out. I also started to create some more cookies off camera. So sweet. So this is the second cookie that comes in the set, and then we can start on our next background. So everything is moving a little bit too fast here, but you will see all of the elements being put together in projects here in a second. So for our background for our next project, I decided to go ahead and take this strip of flowers and leaves and just carefully stamp it in a couple of different colors, moving it up, not moving the stamp itself, but moving the page up and then stamping the next color. So you can see here, I'm just gonna go ahead and do that until I have a pattern that I'm happy with. And you can see I'm alternating between, sorry about the glare, yellow, green and blue. And I'm using the grids here on my matte to know exactly where the next layer is supposed to start and end. So I'm gonna keep doing this until I have everything perfectly. Sorry about the glare. I had my shutters opened and the little sun that was out actually peeked through my window, so I couldn't complain about that. I haven't seen the sun that much the past couple of months, so I was happy to have it here in my room. But you can see how I'm doing this, and then I was done. I also did some dry embossing with that stencil that we used in the beginning on top of some cream colored cardstock, and I will be using that for my background. My little ink blended milk trace, don't know what to call it at this point. I use some sentiments and stamps from this kit, stamped and cut them out with some black ink. I have this cream colored cardstock that I dry embossed with a stencil in the background. And I will take some more ink. I was lazy, so I just took my cloth and have it underneath so I didn't get ink all over my desk. So pink and that orangey peachy tone to it. I will take some adhesive, attach it to a card base, then take some foam to the back of my milk packages, cover most of the cow off, just having it peek through. I did some more of those chocolate cookies, the Oreos or whatever we call them. And for our final card, I did that bright background that we created in the beginning. I cut down the stamped piece that we did. And on top of all of this, I created another glass, a sentiment that I embossed on top of a blue colored cardstock. Some more of those cookies, which I think is so cute. And then the sentiment. And the sentiment actually never ended up being on my project. I switched it out for a smaller one. So here you go, you could see my thought process. It was a little bit all over the place for this month's kit, but I had a ton of fun playing with all of the elements in this kit, and I hope you got to see how you can use it in different ways. So thank you so much for stopping by my channel today. I will have links down below for all of the products that I used in this video, and until next time, have a great day. Bye!